This reflection will discuss two past and two modern approaches, two influential theories, and two frameworks, including the Early Years Learning Framework and the National Quality Standard, to explain how all these will inform my conceptualization of children and my future practice as an early childhood teacher. We may start with a historical method such as Jean-Jacques Rousseau's naturalism. Rousseau held the view that children were born as a good people and that teaching should foster their natural curiosity rather than repression. He suggested that learning is best achieved when children take chances to discover and are not necessarily instructed on what to learn, but instead follow their interest. The concept continues to have its effect on early childhood philosophy. Rousseau's perspective may assist me in understanding that kids are active processors who create implication through their experiences. At the same time, as an instructor, I will strive to offer examining play-based learning that nurtures finding autonomy as well as emotional growth, helping kids become empowered, skilled students. One of the present philosophies that matches this perception is the philosophy of Maria Montessori. Montessori emphasizes self-directed learning in a ready environment where kids study to be independent and concentrated as they are involved in significant work. The task of the instructor is not to control kids' learning, however, to guide, perceive, and reply to their development desires. This empowerment is essential as it emphasizes the beliefs in children's capabilities and recognizes their personal learning rates. Following Montessori, I will create safe and engaging setting that promotes autonomy and hands-on learning by making materials available and adaptable, and activities should encourage both cognitive and social development. I will then discuss two significant theories that influence my perception of how children develop. The first theory is Jean Piaget's cognitive development theory. The man stated that kids progress through sensor motor, pre-operational, concentrate operational, as well as former operational phases, during which they form knowledge as they intermingle with their setting. This theory reminds me that kids' thinking grows over time and instruction must align with their cognitive phase. To illustrate, preschooler in the pre-operational stage thinks in symbols but may lack logic reasoning. Thus, I will employ play stories and visual ensures that the preschooler develops a meaningful understanding. The theory by Piaget supports the necessity of monitoring developmental preparational before introducing new concepts. The second theory is socio-cultural theory, as recommended by Lev Vygotsky. Vygotsky emphasized that learning is a collaborative process that happens within the setting of the zone of pre-chromosomal development, which signifies the difference between what a child may do self-reliantly and what they may achieve with help. This image of a framework assists me in perceiving learning as a cooperative endeavor. In my classroom, I will collaborate with kids, offer clues, as well as modeling and celebrate peer learning to make knowledge further available and realistic through dialogue, as well as co-construction of cultural concepts. Incorporating Piaget as well as Vygotsky assists me in striking balance between autonomous inquiry and scaffolding. Switching to framework, it is possible to discuss the early years learning framework as the roots of quality practice in Australia. It is founded on a belief vision of belonging, being, and becoming, and presents 5 learning outcomes: identity, connectedness, well-being, confidence, learning, and effective communication. As per the EYLF, thoughtful instruction, play-based learning, as well as family cooperation are prioritized. This framework keeps me oriented towards considering every child as a whole being, as an individual competent learner who relates with the community and culture. In planning experiences, I will accompany them with EYLF outcomes to make sure that children grow in every aspect. The National Quality Standards helps the EYLF by setting standards in 7 quality regions: compromising educational programs, physical setting, and relationship. The NQS inspires reflection, cooperation, as well as constant enhancement. As an early childhood teacher, this will allow me to assist and advance my practice, making inclusive, equitable, as well as supportive learning setting that encourage the well-being of kids. Conclusively, reading Naturalism by Rousseau reminds me that kids have additional knowledge about their potential than I had previously thought, as well as Montessori teaching period reminds me how to assess kids grow independence through the use of prepared setting. Piaget assists me in learning across diverse phases of growth, and Vygotsky highlights the importance of social collaboration as well as scaffolding. The AYLF monitors holistic child centers practice as well as NQS guarantees specialized responsibility and equity and quality standards. Collectively, they offer a reflective, ethical, and evidence based pedagogy that will assist me in becoming knowledgeable and capable of working with kids, setting them as a curious, competent, and respected students. Thank you for listening.